My name is Brian Glady, and I graduated from one of New York's top business schools with really good grades. Now, I'm using my knowledge to help struggling academic institutions make it in this competitive world. This is Brian for You. Every September, new MBA ones kick off recruiting by attending corporate presentations. But for many students, the fall semester will trip them up. Just ask James Kingham.
Every day I see students burning out.
James is the Director of Career Coaching at NYU Stern's Office of Career Development. That's why I sat down with James to present some new ideas to keep OCD from freaking out. So they go in order to get a leg up on the internship interview process, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think what we need to do is show them that going to corporate presentations is totally useless.
No, not totally useless. I think it's just a matter of helping them manage the stress, right?
Okay, so we could make these corporate presentations much more stressful so they would stop attending.
No, that's not what I had in mind at all, actually.
The plan: drive students away from corporate presentations altogether by hosting the worst one of all time. I explained to James that this would reduce student stress and save them time.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
Maybe we could give the wrong directions to the company representatives. We could also, only serve chili for the networking circles.
I'm going to get back to some stuff I have going on here, and I have some students coming in actually. But
it doesn't look that important.
So why don't I show you where we exit the office?
What's this?
That's just one of the company mascots. So
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, no, actually, if you could leave that, it'd be great.
No, I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay.
Now that I had OCD's blessing, it was time to drum up attendance. To get students interested in our fake company, I went undercover as an MBA 2 who had interned there over the summer. This bank isn't even in the bulge bracket, it's bigger, it's in the paunch bracket. We're a management consulting firm for management consulting firms. We're in fintech, ad tech, tech. With all the pieces in place, it was time to make the next move. We spared no expense in making this a truly terrible experience. Human trafficking, cyber security, hot air balloon rides. These are some of the things that make working at our company special. Our internship doesn't pay money. We'll compensate you with something even better, and that's the chance to change the world. As part of our sales department. I'll bring up our panel. It's just me. We've got about 75 minutes for questions, so we'll start now. And no dumb questions, please. Yes.
What do you see as the firm's biggest challenges over the next 5 years?
Number one is front and center solvency. Absolutely. Yes.
What are the travel opportunities like?
Yes, we did have one of our members of the company was kidnapped, and he was taken quite far from home, but we don't know where.
Could you tell us about the interview process?
No.
So, what are you looking for in an MBA hire?
This is more an undergrad position.
Can you talk about the corporate culture, or do you do any sort of team building exercises?
Sure. As a group, we tried to get back the man that was kidnapped. We were not successful.
Well, I really appreciate your time, but I do have to get going. So
We're not done here yet.
I am never applying anywhere ever again.
Everything was going according to plan until...
How did you get in my office?
James, I solved your problem.
The students are no longer attending corporate presentations, so I did just like you asked. But Amazon and Goldman Sachs were quite angry with you. There was a mass misuse of school resources. So on those grounds, unfortunately, I'm going to have to terminate this consulting contract with you.
Brian, we never had a contract. I told you that I did not like your ideas, and I never hired you. So this is a very bad situation. I'm very upset about this.
I would say you never should have hired me.
In the end, the person who was most burned out was James. His lack of professionalism taught this former student that this was an education in impossible.